48 Fastcast.
All right, y'all, 7:01. Thanks for joining us for our 48 Fastcast this morning. Kind of a muggy, warm start, kind of typical to what we've been seeing lately.
Yeah, certainly has been. It was a nice weekend, though, overall. You know, I had a little bit of rain yesterday at a certain point, but nothing too bad, Eric.
Yeah, nothing too bad. Sometimes the rain, great way to break the heat. That's really the only way to do it this time of year. And getting ready for another hot, humid day across the Tennessee Valley. Actual air temperature warming into the low to mid 90s. When you factor in a dew point, probably in the middle-ish 70s, it's going to feel well over 100 degrees. So heating up quickly today, hot, humid stretch of days coming. I think the hottest, most humid day of the week is actually going to be your Wednesday. That will be one of those days where the heat index 103 to that 108 degree range. Some of you seeing pop-up showers and storms today, heavy rain, frequent lightning, gusty winds. You know the drill by now, but I really think the storms today are going to favor parts of northwest Alabama and also middle Tennessee. We actually have some relatively dry days, all things considered, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, before our storm chances start to increase by the end of the week into next weekend. Dense fog over parts of Sand Mountain, had some dense fog in parts of middle Tennessee too. Quick check of temperatures this morning. Right now, we're in the low to mid 70s.
This is your 48 First Alert Road Report, sponsored by Bankston Motorhomes.
And beep beep traffic time here on this Monday morning. Major highways actually look pretty good. 565, 65, 72, no problems. If you're coming down the Parkway or coming up the Parkway, looks good. Chapman Mountain, no problems over Montesano. One accident back at 6 a.m. This accident happened, and we're still seeing delays on 53 and Research Park. It's in the southbound side of Research Park, right by Blake Bottom Road. That will probably slow you down just a bit. But overall, drive time still look pretty good this morning, including Athens to Huntsville, which is typical 37 minutes. Jonathan?
All right, thanks, Jeff. And another update, the new bridge on State Route 75 over Town Creek in DeKalb County is expected to open today. Work on the new bridge began back in 2023. There will be some isolated work happening at the bridge over the next few days, so you still might run into some stoppages and brief delays. In Meridianville, a mother and her two daughters are looking for a new home to stay in after their home burned down. This happened on Carly Falls Drive near Moores Mill Road. It caught fire late last night. Now, it took firefighters a while to get that fire under control. Firefighters on the scene tell us that the flames were as high as about 60 feet at one point. The mom and her two daughters are okay. The family's two dogs were also able to make it out safely. However, the home was a total loss. No word yet on how the fire started.
Well, two people in Fort Payne were injured after a weekend shooting. Fort Payne police say the two were shot Friday night at the baseball fields at Douglas Community Park. Now you're looking at a photo of the scene there. The shooting happened after four women got into a fight that escalated. Both people who were shot were taken to the hospital and later released. Police arrested a woman named Tamara Benton. She was charged with assault.
A member of the Morgan County Board of Education has died. The superintendent making that announcement yesterday. His name was Billy Rhodes. He represented the western part of the school district. The district released a statement that says in part, quote, Mr. Rhodes had an enduring passion for education and a profound love for the Morgan County school system. His heart, however, belonged to West Morgan, a district he proudly represented with unwavering commitment and pride.
And so just to hear him cry
for the first time,
like that was a huge day for us.
And this Alabama couple is getting ready for another huge day. We share more about their emotional journey next. Well, a baby who has spent more than 400 days in the hospital in Birmingham is finally expected to go home for the very first time today. Carly Brassfield was just 26 weeks pregnant when she had an emergency C-section in June of 2024, giving birth to her son Barrett. At birth, Barrett weighed just 1 pound. Now, lung issues and infections kept him at UAB for 8 months, followed by another 4 months in the NICU. By April, Barrett was strong enough to receive a tracheostomy. Now, after 403 days, so over a year, Barrett is finally going home. His father says he is overwhelmed by the son's journey.
Are y'all really gonna let us take him in? Like, you sure?
Surreal. It'll be an amazing moment to take him like cross the threshold of our home with him for the first time. You know, we've had a nursery set up for months, and so it'll be great to get him, see him in his room and just, experience that.
Barrett will be discharged with his trach, vent, and G2, but he should grow out of them over the next few years with some surgeries.
Now, you may have heard some thunder during yesterday's storms, but these left behind some pretty sights in Madison County. You can see this photo here taken by the Moores Mill Fire Department showing a beautiful rainbow. It's not a pot of gold, but it definitely was a pretty sight.
Now, your first alert weather with meteorologist Eric Burke.
I saw that rainbow yesterday and it was even more magnificent. The photos never do a good rainbow justice, especially when you get a double, if not triple rainbow. That's the good stuff right there. But yeah, some of you saw some heavy rainfall yesterday afternoon and evening, but all in all, it wasn't a bad weekend. It was hot, it was humid, and the humidity is not going to budge anytime soon. Very, very hot stretch of weather coming. As the dew point climbs into the mid-70s, so does our heat index. We do have a few days, including tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, that will be mostly dry. Some of you getting a little tired of the rain. Others are begging for some rainfall. Well, if you live along and west of I-65 today, I think you have the best chance of seeing some of those isolated to widely scattered storms developing through the afternoon and evening, potentially into parts of Colbert, Lauderdale County. Should fizzle around sunset this evening. The entire week, though, we'll have a heat index at or above 100 degrees during the afternoon. I think the hottest, most humid day is likely going to be Wednesday, maybe a close second being your Thursday. But really, I mean, we're in the middle of summer, counting down the days, unfortunately, until the kids go back to school. That's going to happen in early August, so this is what you get. But good pool weather, take advantage of that.
Yeah, definitely do that today and to start your week hopefully as well. All right, thank you so much for tuning in to the Fastcast. Make sure to join us again for Tennessee Valley Living and the Noon Show. We'll see you later.